Alright guys, before the 300 million download celebration wraps up, I did want to do one look at the Goku and Gohan unit EZA, just kind of like a normal Rainbow showcase for them, which I haven't really done with their EZA, like trying to max out like sort of both versions, you know, seeing what they're able to do. And I'll probably do it with the Vegeta and Trunks as well. Now, obviously these units did have a lot of controversy about the Extreme Z area. I don't really want to get into it that much, but, you know, you guys are well aware of all that stuff. I mean, I just feel like because of the fact that there was, like, weeks after the event dropped where nothing else came out, like, the fact that it costed stamina was not a big deal. The fact that you needed those units was not a big deal because you had plenty of time to farm them up before the event went away. There really was just, like, not really that big of an issue with that event. And I would advise people to remain prepared because I don't think that's going to be a one and done. This Goku, by the way, global players, is insane. He didn't get a crit last time, but he does get a crit on the second one. Because of like how high a chance he has to crit and stun per attack, your best bet is to give him 20 additional. And then at that point, he just becomes a juggernaut with a 40% chance to get an additional. Then he has, what, a 50% chance to crit, and then he has a 70% chance to stun. Just like a ridiculous all-around unit. Is really what he is. We are on the Super Saiyan category team, by the way, to start out. On the Super Saiyan category team, of course, there are a number of ridiculous combos you could do, like this rotation right here. Vegito and Gogeta, side by side, is just, it's pretty strong. Is that okay? Y'all mind if I call this rotation pretty strong? And, like, there's so many different versions of Gogeta and Vegito you could use, too. Like, you know, AGL Super Vegito is on here. You know, the Int LR Vegito, the physical LR Gogeta, Blue Gogeta, like, they're all on here. Int Gogeta as well. So, the Super Saiyan team, this is why, like, you know, if global players wanted to say, like, oh, I just really want to get a copy of that Namek Super Saiyan Goku, like, I would sort of understand that, because the Super Saiyan / Planet Namek team is definitely very, very good. I don't know that we'll... this will be the last turn, yeah, because Gohan is in his last form already. We'll go ahead and make this the last turn right here. I guess, how's about we go ahead and transform? We'll use the active skill and switch over to Gohan and sort of see what he's able to do. Now, the Goku part of the card is definitely going to be a lot more beneficial for most people because it's just like a big, big benefit to Goku family units, right? But if you're going up against a Android / Cell Saga opponent, which we are in this Gohan, then our Gohan, when he transforms, he becomes very good because he does a lot of attacks. His attack and defense become very, very good. He's just solid. But again, I think his, like, just the Goku and Gohan part of the card is probably what most people are going to want to go with, right? The other thing that does make these guys very, very good is the fact that they do lower attack. Lowering attack is a very, very strong ability nowadays. I mean, I've repeated this ad nauseum in my videos, right? Like how just incredible lowering attack is, like pretty much on most events, really. I think, you know, there's Battlefield stages where it doesn't work, EZA it doesn't work, and Legendary Goku event it doesn't work once it gets difficult, but that's about it. Everywhere else, lowering attack is a king-size way to get the W. And there you go. Look at this Goku. He is just, he's ludicrous. He is so good. But, alright, let's move on to the next category team. Alright, guys, so now we're over here on the Pure Saiyan team. Now, this is actually very, very interesting, right? So, when these units originally came out, both of Vegeta and Trunks and the Goku and Gohan, neither of them were actually on the Pure Saiyan team. They were actually both added in a later update. So that will be very interesting for... It is good moving forward for some of these, like, exchange cards, right? So, to give you guys a good example of what this would mean, let's say we eventually get a Dokkan Fest exclusive. So 1.24 right there for Goku in between Turles and Broly and Paragus. That's not bad. Actually, that's insane considering their support type unit. He lowers attack, he raises defense. Like, honestly, these two EZA units, the Vegeta and Trunks and the Goku and Gohan, they are legitimately, like, on the level of, like, a banner summonable unit. They are incredibly good. That's one reason I was, you know, practically begging people to get that Extreme Z area done, is it's, like, they're just that worth it. Like seriously. But so them adding pure Saiyans the way they did is going to be very, very good in the future, because that means, let's say we get some sort of like, you know, Goku and Vegeta that do like the exchange or swap mechanic into like a Vegito. Like, okay, so like a perfect example, we see what the LR androids did, right? Where 17 and 18, then you can go to 16 for a little bit, and then you go back to 17 and 18. They could do the same thing for both like a blue Goku and blue Vegeta or something like that, who could use like a swap or exchange mechanic. They can go into blue Vegito for a couple of turns and then go back. But the reason that's a big deal is because that card would then be on the pure Saiyan team because of that little change they made. So like that would be a Vegito card that would be on the pure Saiyan team. So there is just a lot of very interesting possibilities moving forward for sure. With the way these cards are built up, right? So I'm definitely looking forward to seeing what happens. Like, you know, we have a summonable LR now with the mechanic, but what's going to happen once we get a Dokkan Fest exclusive with the mechanic, right? Maybe like what is a Dokkan event going to look like with that? Like, you know, going back and forth between units. But at the same time, this wouldn't bode well. It's 1.37, very good again. This would not bode very well for a potential like Paikuhan and Gogeta card, because the card would not be on Fusion or like a lot of those basic teams. They would basically just be on what, movie heroes and then rivals. That's it. I mean, it will be a nice buff for Dokkan Fest Piccolo's team for sure, but I mean, we're talking kind of limited there. Like definitely going to be a little bit disappointing. So hopefully they can kind of figure out something for Paikuhan. Like maybe they, well, okay, I guess that character could be the leader of the Angel team, because we have Revived Warriors, which is not the same thing as Angel characters, right? So like that Paikuhan and Gogeta card could be the leader of the Angel category, which actually could be very good. And I also gave an idea recently about a transforming Angel Frieza into Golden Frieza from the Universal Survival Arc. So there's definitely a lot of options there. And then you could have a transforming base form Goku into Super Saiyan 3 Angel Goku. So you just have a million potential Angel options. So that's going to be very interesting to see. I guess I want to get one more turn of the Goku and Gohan card here. I'll probably just have them, I'll swap over to Gohan real quick, get an attack. I am planning on maxing out Gohan, you know, with LRB Pan and probably Super Saiyan 3 Bardock to see what number that Gohan's going to be able to get to. I'm pretty sure that the Super Trunks is going to have the capability of breaking a 3 million attack stat, especially as he like stacks his attack. So we'll definitely make sure to get that when we like cover them. But let's get one more attack with our boy Gohan-chan here. So let's go ahead and bring it out. I just really love this. Like this is the kind of thing that does add a lot of variety to some of these fights too. These transformation mechanics, active skills, like just giving us a lot of different stuff like that, like is definitely like really, really fun. So okay, cool. Let's see what Gohan will do right here, and then we'll move on. Probably, I guess, like the Android / Cell Saga team is probably a good idea. Okay, so we're gonna take a super attack. I guess we'll be able to see how much damage Gohan will take from a super attack right here. And the answer is 44k. That's nothing. That's not bad at all. And he's still at 1.21 million, so he's able to put up decent numbers. Again, for a free-to-play unit, very, very solid. And, you know, he lowers attack. Good stuff, good stuff. Alright guys, so now we're going to do a quick look over here on the Android / Cell Saga team. Now, one of the big things about having this Goku and Gohan unit around is the extra power they're going to give to two of the new Super Saiyan 2 Gohan units, right? So, as we all know, this Super Saiyan 2 Gohan, who, I mean, I doubt we're going to see it in this fight, but this guy, when he transforms into Super Saiyan 2, gets a massive power buff by having a Super Saiyan Goku on the rotation. Well, Goku and Gohan do fulfill that right here, because it's just Goku is the only part of this card at this point. There also is the EZA Super Saiyan 2 Gohan, too. He gets a the same massive buff that the LR Super Saiyan 2 Gohan gets. So because of that, this Goku and Gohan unit, like, they are the best Super Saiyan Goku unit to use with Gohan in those situations. So you really do want to make sure that you have him ready to go. And, you know, we're going to see what other type of, you know, like, limitations they're going to add in the future with that. Like, what characters are going to be highly limited by these restrictions and stuff like that. Like, you know, again, I'm not the biggest fan of a lot of them. I thought that Nails doesn't feel that bad to me, right? But Piccolo's was rough because it's like, we're talking about a Dokkan Fest exclusive level character that, like, he's just not as impressive on other teams as he is just, like, his own team. He's one of the best units in the game, but, I mean, he's just limited to that. Like, it really, like, kills a lot of his value. Like, I would never recommend a free-to-play player summon for Dokkan Fest Piccolo because you can't even find Piccolo friend leaders. So, like, and the only team that he's good on is his own team. So, you just don't really, like, he's solid on the Android/Cell Saga team. I mean, he'll show you where enemy super attacks are. You know, he has 100% attack and defense, and he stacks defense, so he's, like, solid, but he's not, like a game changer or anything crazy. And then the other thing, too, that's, like, utterly ridiculously stupid is they did decide to go ahead and not give LR Cell shocking speed. Well, guess what? One unit that hurts is Piccolo, who's a shocking speed unit. So, you know, having 2 leader units floating around that would have shocking speed would have really helped Dokkan Fest Piccolo. But since they don't have it, that hurts him on that team. Like, it's just, again, I'll continue to say it forever that Gohan and Cell are just poorly designed. Just terrible, terrible designs. Okay, so I'll probably finish up the next turn. I might transform the Gohan again. We'll get one more turn in with him. Or finish it off with Goku, whatever. I guess it doesn't really make that big of a deal. Then after this, I'm going to go to the Goku family team, and I'm going to max Gohan out, right? So Gohan gets 90% attack at the start of turn. Then he gets another 50% attack if they're going up against an Android/Cell Saga category enemy. Plus, I'll also probably link him up with Super Saiyan 3 Bardock and LRB Pan, probably in the LR Cell boss event. And then that is going to give us exactly what we're looking for his best attack set, I believe. You know, Super Saiyan 3 Bardock, such a good support type unit, provided that you are under that 70% HP threshold, right? So we're going to make sure to get that done. So, all right, Cell, go ahead and finish off this form of Super Saiyan 4 Goku. I know you can. There you go, my boy. All right, one more turn of Goku, and then we'll go ahead and skip ahead to that Goku family rotation. The Goku family team, by the way, is definitely going to be your best bet for this unit, by the way. Like him having a whole bunch of Goku family units around to give that big buff to that he gives would be, like, very, very good, right? Because Goku gives, what, 30% attack and defense and 2 key to Goku family category allies? Like, that's not a small number. That's very, very helpful. So, all right. Oh, how much will he take here? Probably not a lot. And then after this, we'll skip to that Goku family rotation. And he takes a solid 19. Okay. All right, guys. So here we're on the Goku family team. This is where we're going to be able to get what we want from the Goku and Gohan units. So Bardock is, of course, under 70% HP. So he's giving a 40% attack buff to Super Saiyan Gohan here. Plus, we are activating Gohan's main attack link, which, of course, is Super Saiyan. He doesn't really have a ton of attack links, just Super Saiyan and Saiyan Warrior Race, which I don't think he's getting, but it's fine that he's not getting just that one thing. Okay, so we'll go ahead and let Bardock... Yeah, Bardock can super attack, because even if he gets a crit, I don't think he will finish off Cell. But, you know, once you start factoring in B-Pan's active skill, it's like, I gotta take a double, like, oh, wait a minute. How much damage would he do here? But I am curious enough to see. So, let's see what number Gohan puts up. Again, Gohan is going up against an Android/Cell Saga enemy, so he's gonna hit it as full. All right, Bardock's at 2.46 right there. We've seen Bardock at way, way higher than that. We've seen Bardock well over 3 million. Okay, I'm glad you did an additional right there, my boy, because you did a lot of damage. Gohan is at 2.24. Now, keep in mind that Gohan has 2 guaranteed additional attacks that are only normals, but they have a high chance of being a crit. And then he also potentially would get his Potential System Super, which he did not get. But there you go. That was pretty good. So Gohan can get up to 2.24, huh? I'll definitely take that. Not bad. Not bad by our boy Gohan. Now, obviously, the Vegeta and Trunks unit, Trunks is capable of getting much, much higher. I mean, one reason, of course, is the fact that Trunks is actually capable of stacking his attack when he's in the Vegeta and Trunks form, right? But Goku and Gohan are still very, very impressive. Alright, so this is Answers Found in Training, Super Saiyan Goku / Super Saiyan Gohan Youth. Their leader skill is a Goku family category 3 key and 77% of stats, or tech type key 3 and 50% of stats. So they are going to be just a juggernaut of a free-to-play team, by the way. Let me point that out. Especially you got a couple of these guys rocking around. Monster support units, and like obviously the Goku, there's a lot of good Goku family free-to-play units, you know, like the EZA Blue Goku. Like, you're going to have a lot of firepower on this team, so they're very strong there. Their super attack is the Kamehameha, which, well, Kamehameha Extreme, you guys know how it works. Which stacks defense, does supreme damage, and lowers attack. Incredibly good that they do both of those. The passive is New Discoveries, which is 50% attack and defense at the start of turn. Then Goku family category allies get 2 key and 30% attack and defense. Just a ridiculous passive for a completely free-to-play unit. His links are Golden Warrior, Super Saiyan, Saiyan Warrior Race, all in the family, Prepared for Battle, Kamehameha, and Shattering the Limit. And its 12 key multiplier is 140%. Don't forget, by the way, that this is also a free rainbow unit, which is... Then our boy Goku is on a number of different category teams, right? He, of course, is on the Goku family team. That's definitely his best spot. The Super Saiyan team, he'll work well over there. A lot of, you know, Goku and Gohan, you know, Goten, Super Saiyan units on that team. He's on the Android / Cell Saga team, definitely important for those Super Saiyan 2 Gohans. He's also on the Kamehameha team, again, very important for those Super Saiyan Gohans. And then finally, he is down here on the Pure Saiyan team. That is, of course, what the Goku and Gohan and Vegeta and Trunks were just added to, right? Then, of course, also, after the third turn, you can use their active skill, which is the exchange mechanic, which will swap into Super Saiyan Gohan right here, which is very interesting. And, you know, of course, this Super Saiyan Gohan essentially, you know, he's got the Pure Saiyan category. It's funny. You know, all right, just because after all the shenanigans previously, and like now we get one of these units that has that, it's like, all right, all right, Akatsuki. So the differences for him are his super attack, his passive, and then he has one link changed, which I believe is Kamehameha, becomes a Saiyan lineage. So this Gohan right here, let's see, his super attack is Wild Rush Blaster Extreme, which raises attack and defense for 1 turn, does supreme damage, and lowers enemy attack and defense, so very strong right there. His passive skill, New Signpost, is 3 key and 90% attack and defense at the start of turn. Then he gets an additional 50% attack and 50% defense, a high chance of performing a crit, and 2 additional attacks when there is an Android / Cell Saga category enemy. So if you're going up against one of those, this Gohan gets twice as good, or 3 like, he just gets such a massive buff. And then again, the Kamehameha link for Goku then becomes the Saiyan lineage for Gohan. Multiplier and categories and stuff are the same. So there we go. There is this Goku and Gohan unit. I highly recommend everyone gets it done because he's worth it. He's really, really good. So that's it. So thanks guys for watching, and I'll catch y'all next time.